and gentlemen, welcome to Living With Us. I'm your host, Sharon Mundia, and we are at Park Inn by Radisson. Today's show is all about body positivity and just making sure that women, especially women, that we are not hard on ourselves, that we're constantly feeding our bodies and ourselves, our spirits, with messages of love, of empowerment, and of confidence. And my first guest embodies everything, all of that. I can see you rolling your eyes. Her name is Kendi. You may have seen her on social media because she's got a huge following. You're probably already following her. She's got a beautiful body, I just have to say.
Thank
your
you.
body is just like stunning. But she's also been open about struggling with body positivity and self-love. So welcome, Joy.
Thank you.
This feels like proper like girl chat session.
I know.
Okay, and we're matching too, so this is going to be great, black and white. So Joy, were you always just fabulous? First of all,
thank you. I don't think I'm necessarily fabulous. I feel like I've just gotten to the point that I'm comfortable with myself, which I feel like once you do that, then it radiates, I guess, some vibe of, I guess you love yourself thing.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't. I think maybe the confidence started coming in maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Before that, it was just more of a touch and go.
Okay, so let's talk about like the beginning and you as a child, like a teen.
Yes.
What was your relationship with your body?
Oh my God, I hated my body.
Okay.
Like I hated everything about it. The thing is also because I was raised in the U.S., so I was dealing with, before like big booty became like a thing, it was all about Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, skinny, white. I was not skinny and I was damn sure not white.
Yeah.
So being raised in that, I had a lot of issues with myself, and also I was a lot bigger. Like by the time I was like maybe reaching like 18, 19, I think the highest I got to was like almost 90 kgs.
Yeah.
So like I didn't love myself at all.
Okay.
So so the beginning part of my, I guess once I started getting into being a woman, it was not filled with positivity.
Okay.
No.
So were there things that you would do to try and like bring yourself out of it, or to try and like make yourself just like reboost like the sense of confidence in you, or were you just like meh? I'm just gonna coast through.
Meh.
Okay.
Like I didn't like it was either I'd hate myself or I was mad. Like there was never a time like especially when I was younger where it was like
you look good.
I'm feeling myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what happened that changed, that started the shift?
I got tired.
Okay.
Like it's really not that deep. Like I don't think you realize like how exhausting it is to like constantly pick on yourself and to constantly not find yourself attractive, especially when other people keep like just always knocking yourself down. And I know like that's a normal woman thing, that as soon like, for example, like I'll tell you like, oh my God, you look gorgeous. And then you're like, oh God, my hair is just, like immediately, like that's our first reflex. And I don't know who started that and why we started doing that. But the more and more I do that, it became more internalized, and then it became exhausting.
Okay.
Like hating yourself is just so exhausting.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to just love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah.
So is there something that you started to do that helped take you out of that space?
Well, number one, I just started getting more comfortable with my body, and then for me to do that, I started figuring out what looks good on me. So no matter what size I was, because I went from like 90 kgs, and then there was a time I got like super down and I went down to like 57. And I have, and like I always joke about this, but I have like the bone structure of like a woolly mammoth.
What?
Like it's
the bone structure of a woolly mammoth.
Like I have like even right now, I'm not small at all, but you can always see my ribs. Like I just have like a large bone structure. So even when I was 57, like I was quite small.
Yeah.
You could see all my ribs, like even where if I was wearing something, and every time I do this, you could see my skin just like rolling all over my bones.
Okay.
So even when I was super small, nothing happened. So I just decided, let me first learn how to dress my body, and then if I like how I look in clothes, then it'll translate to where I like myself.
Okay.
Just generally.
So fashion for you
was the way.
Is what like triggered this, sparked this.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Because I know it's not always that the fashion business or industry caters to a curvier woman.
Yeah.
You even just talked about Britney Spears, everything. It's like size, 10, 12 and below.
Exactly.
So how did you navigate that?
Well, number one, in the beginning, especially when we started blogging and stuff like that, I didn't have the money to buy clothes and that type of thing. So majority of the time, I just decided to teach myself how to sew.
So you literally
Like
got
I used
your
to
hands
make,
dirty.
yeah, like I started making, especially for events and parties and stuff like that. So if I was not able to get it like secondhand, I would just go buy fabric and then go to my tailor and be like, okay, help me do this. Okay, let me do the pattern. Then I take the pattern home and then just sit there and like just sew the entire piece and then be like, bam.
What?
Yeah.
That's like,
I had a lot of energy.
yeah.
Like so much energy.
No, but that's beautiful because
Yeah.
that must have also then started to like spur this like sense of confidence and
Yeah.
owning your curves and this like sexiness and beauty that you radiate.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so then at some point you are now a blogger, you're getting the numbers on social media. What were the comments like? What was the reaction like to your body shape? And was it different from what you thought of yourself?
Yes and no. It depends on what it is. Like,
Okay.
for example, when it came to my actual body, there was more positive because I started realizing that the people who were following me were people who were more my body shape. So we could have a connection on that type of thing. The negative was when I shaved my head.
What do you mean?
Oh, people like were like mad emotional, like I shaved their head.
What?
Yeah, because I didn't like, the issue, like you get it about social media, like asking people for permission. So I didn't. I just shaved my head over the weekend.
Because also you shouldn't have
I
to
shouldn't
ask
have to ask for permission, exactly. So I just shaved my head over the weekend, and then like my next post, I was just bald inside of like a field, and then people were like, "That's not her," and I was like, "Oh, it's me."
Yeah.
And then so I just got like a huge number of like people just being like, "How could you shave your head? You look like a boy." Blah 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 blah. You're not beautiful anymore, and like, and it got. I was just like.
So were you really just like, meh, whatever?
I was just like, meh, it didn't hurt me at all.
So where
I think
does
at that, like what happened, like I don't know what happened in between to where I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
Something just happened where I was just like, eh.
And especially on social media, because whether you ask for it or not, you're going to get
People-
people's opinions.
all the time.
And whether it's like what that pattern looks like, what your hair should have been like, how your dress should fit.
Exactly.
So how do you interact with that space so that you remain so centered in yourself? Because it's so clear that you're not here to please everyone.
I'm really not.
So what is that? Where does that come from? So that if anyone's watching and trying to figure out social media, they know how to
I don't
tap
know.
into
I feel
it.
like I decided to just focus so much on myself and the people around me, where the only opinions that mattered to me, like number one, if my mom would be like, then I would have been like, okay, maybe not. Like
you figure it out.
Just like either get down with it, don't get down with it. But also, I've learned how to like that block button. Is so beautiful that when people are like, I get so depressed, I'm like, do you not know where I can show you where the block button is?
Right.
So like when it gets to a point where like somebody's just coming at you in a negative way, I'm just like, if I bother you so much, you don't have to see me. Block.
Right.
Your life is easier, my life is easier.
We're all
Everybody wins.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get why people can be so.
Can you do a show on trolls? I'm so
that's actually
curious.
a good one. And
So
imagine if we
curious.
actually got some trolls to
Yeah,
come and be like,
and they're
so why
genuine.
do
Like,
you,
I just want to know.
Yeah, and not even from an attack.
No, not an attack.
standpoint,
Like, I'm
just
just
like
curious.
I want to get into your
Yeah.
mind. That's a really good. If there's any trolls watching right
And
now,
they wanna
please
join.
reach out.
Yeah.
Like, please reach out at Living with Us. Just hit us up. We genuinely would just love
just
to
wanna
get
know.
to understand.
Yeah.
Like, where does it come from? Because maybe also trolls need to be understood
Maybe.
at some level.
Because I've never written a negative comment about anybody, ever.
Yeah, it's
Because
like,
I've just never felt the need to.
Right.
Like, even if I don't like them, I'm like, that's not the most flattering thing.
Yeah, and just unfollow.
It's your
or just-
vibe.
Yeah, or let it be.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Definitely on the same page there. So back to body positivity and self-love. Were there other things that that you think, maybe even stemming from your childhood, helped create this strong sense of confidence in you? Or even like mantras or like routines that helped build this strong sense of confidence?
Well, my mom always she's still the same way, where if something takes more energy to do than it's just not worth taking the time. So it's just the same idea of like, if you keep wasting time hating yourself and it's not building you, like you're not making money out of it, you're not building yourself. If anything, you're just like taking down like everything that you've built. If it takes too much energy to do that, then it's really honestly just not worth it.
Right.
And surrounding yourself with people who view you the way you want to view yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, in that, like, I feel like everybody knows this one person who has that one friend who is a backhanded complimenter. Like, where they're like, you look nice.
Yeah.
But I would wear something that's slightly big. Like,
Yeah.
like that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't surround myself with people like that. And I like to give the same energy that I want back. So like, you know, like I'm such a compliment person, like to a fault, to where like I will compliment the absolute heck out of anybody.
Okay.
Like as soon as, especially if I feel like they are not feeling themselves, like the entire day I'll just be like, oh my God, you're gorgeous. Oh my God, you look fine. Oh my gosh, you look fantastic.
Oh,
because it's the same thing of like
beautiful.
karma. Like you give out what you want back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that came from your childhood, like
Yeah,
how you
like,
were raised.
yeah, like just don't waste your time with like
Right.
pushing the wrong
Beautiful.
thing. Yeah.
So do you ever have bad days? I mean, right now
Yeah.
what I'm getting from you is just like this incredible sense of confidence that I wish we could like package and like just like start distributing. But do you ever have days where you feel like, I don't
Yeah,
really...
yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
So
wore a
then,
crop top and I was just like,
so then tell me, how do you navigate that? Do you, are there certain things that you do to get yourself out of that space, or do you just...
yeah, well, number one, if I'm just not loving my body, the same way I said that, like, I'll just keep changing my clothes until I find something that's gonna make me feel confident.
Yeah.
If nothing's gonna help me do that, then I just suck it up, find something that I'm kind of sort of comfortable in, and then just let it flow. Because again, I just don't like wasting energy on things that I can't. I mean, I can change them if I just work out, but I don't wanna. So
A lot.
I don't like it.
Yeah, and food like tastes really good.
Yeah,
Food
I can't
tastes
do
really
beige
good.
food.
Yeah. What would you say to the younger version of you, the one that was, you know, the least confident and you know, insecure about their body? What would you love to go back and share with that girl?
I would love to tell her it's not that serious. Whatever problems that you think you have, everybody has. Because, for example, my biggest issue was always stretch marks.
Okay.
Because I have stretch marks, and now I joke about it because I have like a belt.
What
like,
do you mean?
Like it's a
Oh,
stretch
a
mark.
belt.
Yeah, it's a belt of stretch mark. But it's not like it doesn't go all the way around, but it goes like from my back going to the side.
Okay.
And I always joke like it looks like I got into a fight with a cat and lost.
Okay.
It's a vibe.
It's
So
a vibe.
yeah, so if I just like I would tell her like it's fine. Everybody has them. If they don't have them, lucky them, I guess. But those same people will always find something that they hate about themselves. So nobody's ever actually fully confident in
Right.
themselves.
Yeah, there's always something.
There's always something, even if
the-
you're like
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
That
There's-
one person will be like, oh God, my forehead.
Yeah, or my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Or like my toes. There's just something that they're
Something.
not okay with. So let's go back to social media. Do you feel that you have taken on this role as like a body, not really activist, but someone who, for you, representation is important? And do you actively go out to be like, yeah, I am a super curvy woman, and yes, I
Yeah.
will still wear a bikini, and yes, you will like it or not, but so do you find
I think
yourself?
I sometimes do that on purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there will be situations where like I think a couple of months ago there was a picture that I took when I was in Lamu. And I
I remember
realized,
that
yeah, but then I realized
Joy, you
some
look
of
like
them when
fire.
you zoomed in, you
Yeah.
could see my stretch marks.
Yeah.
So I decided that I'm gonna have like a sliding thing
Okay.
where you could be like, that's the picture, but if you want to see my stretch marks, slide to the left. There they are. So like just to make people feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And no matter how much people always say like thick is back, I feel like we like thicker girls still have moments where we're just like, but
Yeah.
if we were slightly smaller, it wouldn't hurt. But I didn't do it on purpose. It's just, I mean, on my size, it's not going away.
Right.
So I guess people just clicked with me on that aspect. But then
Yeah.
also, I didn't wear a bikini for like the longest time because I hated my body. And then I wore a bikini. I was like, this is comfortable and this is fantastic. And full body like swimsuits, especially when you're thicker, are so hard to find.
That fit right. and
Yeah.
that's
So
okay.
like sometimes like you just need to like mix and match your tops and bottoms,
Yeah.
and then you can make it work
make it
that
work.
way. Yeah.
But I love that you use your platform to sort of have these conversations and just remind women that there's just no one size fits all, and that even Joy, who, I mean, that picture is just like incredible. But even Joy still has bits of herself that is
Yeah.
struggling with or is trying to figure out, but has also decided that it's her
care.
body. It's like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. Take me as I am. If I bother you so much, unclick. Like, that's the best part about the internet. You can literally click off.
Quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there women that you follow who you love because of their body positivity conversations or images, or?
Yes, I have to say Ashley Graham, and the reason I'm mentioning this because everybody knows Ashley Graham,
Yeah.
and like she'll take photos and she'll be like, "I got cellulite. It's a vibe. It's a
Yeah.
look. I'm thick, but I'm still because also there's that mentality of if you're past a certain size and you're unhealthy, you don't work out, you don't do anything. But like I'm still pretty fit. Like I can do a lot more stuff than a lot of like really fit looking girls. And I know this because I've worked out with some.
Yeah.
And they're damn near dying on the mat. And I'm just like,
come on, we've just
you have less weight to lift. Come on. Like this should not be a problem for you. So like, I guess she is, a perfect example of that. I keep forgetting her name, but I'll send you a picture and you can put her Instagram.
Okay.
She's fabulous.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are people that you follow that like remind you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I follow a lot of plus size bikini models. And that's my thing.
Okay, so last question to you. What would you like to see more of on social media when it comes to body positivity images or conversations?
I think my biggest thing is just less of the trolling, like not making, and not necessarily just on social media, because I have seen some women who are plus size and work in the media, and they'll do a bikini shot, and then all of a sudden it's all of a like newspapers, like how dare she, why is she naked? And I'm just like, she's at the beach.
Yeah.
I don't know what you expect somebody to wear at a pool or at the beach. Like, so instead of hating on certain women for doing certain things and praising others, like why can't they all just be on the same level playing field? Like if you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous. If you're comfortable, you're comfortable, and nobody should have to make you feel less than just because of a job title or something to that effect. Yeah.
I'm with you on the trolls 100%, and like we need a lot less of that.
Yeah.
And maybe have someone on the show.
Yeah.
Joy,
can I just be in the background when they come?
We'll call
like,
you.
I just like,
on that day, we're like, Joy, we got someone. You've got to like clear your schedule.
So many questions.
Joy, thank you so much. You really are what your name is. You're such a joy.
Okay,
thank you. And for inspiring so many women to just
you.
really be confident in who they are. So thank you.
Thank you.
We've got to take a break, but we'll be right back in a moment.